Hello everyone, this is SlipperyNinja. Welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial video. Today I'm going to be talking about tools such as pickaxes, and I will also be talking about ore blocks and what tools you can use to break these ore blocks, as well as the durability on each tool. As you can see, I have gone into creative mode and spawned in one of each type of pickaxe, as well as one of each type of the common ores you're going to see while you're mining. And I've also arranged these in the order of their durability. Some of you might be wondering why I have golden as the first on the low, what should be the least durability. Well, I can demonstrate that here in a second. And to do that, I'm going to break all these cobblestone. I've got 5 rows of 20 cobblestone. I'm going to use one tool to break a row. And that will help demonstrate the durability, because as I break these blocks, you'll see the tools degrade and get a better understanding of how they degrade and how quickly they do. There's kind of two components with the tool. There's a tool such as a pickaxe. There is the rate of speed it can break a block, as well as its durability. Now, gold does not have the lowest speed that can break a block. It can break a block actually faster than a wooden pickaxe or a stone pickaxe, but because of its durability, I have it ranked lowest. So let's go ahead and I'll just demonstrate its durability here. See, it can break blocks fairly quickly, but you can kind of watch that durability just kind of sink down quite a bit. And by the time I've broken 20 blocks, I've almost broken that diamond pickaxe. Not diamond, sorry, gold pickaxe. And with the fact that gold should be a higher end ore, it should last a lot longer, but this actually is kind of realistic, because with real gold, it is kind of a softer, pliable metal, so you wouldn't expect it to actually be able to break and be used as an effective tool, which is actually kind of interesting how they've made it realistic, but in all reality, for the game purposes, it's not useful at all. So next I'll show you wood. And you can see with the wood, it breaks much, much slower than the gold, but you can already tell its durability is going down a lot slower than the gold. And we'll kind of just keep breaking, and you'll see the final result. Because that gold went down all the way to the orange, you won't see quite that much with the wood here. I'm sure many of you will kind of understand how long it takes to break cobblestone with a wooden pickaxe when you're first starting to mine and things like that, because it's just kind of the easiest tool to get, especially during the beginning of the game. But as you can see, the wooden pickaxe has just about almost twice as much durability still on it as our golden pickaxe did. So next up is stone. See, stone still breaks faster than wood, but still a little bit slower than gold. But you'll notice it still has even more durability than that wooden pickaxe when it gets done, because as you go up a material, its durability will get better. Like, you need a wooden pickaxe in order to get stone. You need a stone pickaxe in order to get iron. You need an iron pickaxe in order to get diamond. And you also need at least a stone pickaxe to get gold. As you can see, our stone pickaxe fared still a lot better than our wooden pickaxe, and much, much better than our golden pickaxe. A stone pickaxe is what you'll primarily use when you are mining, because it is fairly cheap as far as resources, because you can get a lot of cobble, and it's just the most the smartest one to really use in order to do mining, because you can craft a bunch of stone pickaxes and go to town and still have a decent rate of speed when you're breaking blocks, but still have decent durability. Next up is iron. Iron is a bit more of an expensive ore. As you see, it breaks the blocks even faster than that stone pickaxe did. And it will still have more durability than that stone pickaxe when we are done here. And we are done. As you can see, it still has considerably more durability than the stone, and a lot more than our first two. Next up is the best pickaxe you can get in vanilla Minecraft, which is diamond. Diamond being the most expensive and most rare ore in vanilla Minecraft. It is going to be the hardest to obtain, but it really does pay off once you get it, and if you wanted to use it for mining. You can see it breaks blocks a lot faster, and its durability is very high compared to any of the others. And Here we go. After breaking all those 20 blocks, you can see it's hardly had any degradation at all on our diamond pickaxe. Diamond, you may not want to use that for constant strip mining, where you're just mining out big giant gaps in the wall and walls and things like that, because diamond is an expensive ore, and it is kind of hard to find. And you want to be able to save diamond for things like getting a good suit of armor, a good sword, things like that. So I wouldn't recommend using diamond pickaxes for everything, but I would recommend getting a diamond pickaxe whenever you do have the resources to get that. Next up, I'm going to talk about the ore blocks. As you're mining, you will likely encounter all of these, depending on how deep you go. And if you're truly mining, you're going to encounter all of these regardless. First up will be coal, which is one that's fairly easy to find. It's pretty plentiful when you're mining. It can be mined with anything, with really any pickaxe, from wood up to diamond. And when it is broken, it turns into a lump of coal, which is convenient because you can take it and use it to make a torch or to light your furnace or whatever you need to without having to go and refine it. Next up is your iron, and you want to get used to what these ore blocks look like, so that when you see them, you'll be able to distinguish. It's not that they're not easily recognizable; they all have their own distinctive colors, but it's still can be slightly confusing when you don't remember exactly what that color corresponded to as far as which ore. Next up, we've got iron. If you tried to break this iron block with a wooden pickaxe, you see it's taking a long time to break this one block, and if I were to break this with this wooden pickaxe, it would just disintegrate and it would be gone. You have to use at least stone in order to break iron. And I break that, and it goes in my inventory, and I can now use that iron. So I'm going to go ahead and put that iron in the furnace, because you have to refine down the iron to be able to use it to make armor or tools or weapons. So I'm going to put that in there, and I'll come back to that in a minute. Next up is gold. Gold can be mined with cobblestone as well. Oh, no, it can't. It can only be mined with iron. Sorry about that. I totally forgot that. Let me go ahead and go into creative, and I will get us another piece of gold so I can demonstrate that. And if you're ever curious how to switch between game modes such as creative or survival, game mode 1 is creative, game mode 0 will take you back into survival. And if it's getting dark and you for some reason want to go ahead and turn it into day, you can always put time set 0 and boom, beautiful sunlight. Okay, so let's put down the gold ore. I very rarely even break gold in order to get it, because it's just kind of I'd never use it for anything because of its durability. It's just fairly useless. That's why I kind of spaced out the fact that you cannot break it with stone. But if I would break this, it turns also into a stone, a gold ore block. So now I still have to go in and refine that. I'll put this in here. Let's check on our iron. See, our iron is turned into an iron ingot. And once you've gotten that iron ingot, you can use that to craft tools such as more pickaxes. You can use it to craft swords, armor, and things like that. In order to make a pickaxe out of that, you're going to make it the same way that you make your wooden or your stone pickaxes: 2 sticks and then 3 pieces of iron above that. Now that it's in this form, it can be used to craft or make whatever you need to make it with. So I'm going to stick this in my chest here. And next up we have diamond. Diamond can only be mined with iron. At least iron. You can be mined with iron or up, which is iron or other diamond. So I'm going to go ahead and hit it. And diamond actually turns into just a straight diamond. And that can be gone and used to craft whatever you need. You don't have to refine diamond. Next up is redstone. Redstone, of course, is the red stone. And it can be mined with iron or above. And it turns into these redstone dusts. And they can be used to do things like making redstone torches. Even though redstone torches, if you want to use them as normal light sources, they don't put off a lot of light, but they are used for making like redstone mechanisms, stuff like that. Like I said, I won't really go into redstone because I'm not that proficient with it. And then we have emerald. Emerald, its main use right now in vanilla Minecraft is just trading with villagers in order to obtain things from villagers. So It's not too prevalent. You don't see a lot of those, and most of the things you can get from villagers you can actually craft or find by yourself. By the time you get enough emeralds to actually do it, you probably already have those items. But it drops into just an emerald, and they just take that and trade it with the villager. Next up, we're gonna break this, which should be prismite, which is found underwater. And unfortunately, it has no uses right now except for as a decorative block. And then we're going to have andesite. The andesite and prismite. These all are mineable with any tool. We'll give you these three: prismite, andesite, dorite, and granite. They are newer ores that are added to the game. The only problem is they are at this time useless for everything except as decorative things for building houses. So it's kind of disappointing. They finally add some new blocks and they're useless. But we'll continue. This is obsidian. This is the hardest material to obtain in the game, and it can only be mined with a diamond pickaxe. And it takes a long time to mine. And I'll demonstrate that by breaking this one block here. There we go. And it drops obsidian. It cannot be refined into anything else. Obsidian in vanilla Minecraft is pretty much used to build structures that are blast proof, that can't be blown apart by TNT or creepers, and they're also used to make the nether portal. And I won't really go into how to make the nether portal now. That will be in a specific video talking about the nether and how you get there and what is there and the mobs and things like that. We'll go into depth in the nether. This is another block you should be aware of. This is bedrock. This means you have hit the bottom of the game. This is the lowest level you can go is bedrock. This block can be broken in creative mode, but if you were to go into creative mode and break this block and fall through, you'd fall out of the world and die instantaneously, lose everything you had. So I don't recommend that. When you hit bedrock, just realize that's the end and just start going in a different direction, go back up, whatever. This next one is lapis lazuli. It can be broken with stone or above, and lapis is used primarily just as a color for coloring like wool, so you can have blue wool or things like that. It doesn't really have any building applications at this moment in Minecraft. So I'll go in here and we're looking. We've got our gold ingot, and that's what those look like. Those are the two main ores you're going to have to refine down in a furnace: are gold and iron. In all reality, you're going to end up using a lot of iron because you want to make, as soon as you can, you want to make iron armor until you get enough diamonds to make diamond armor. Because iron armor is going to be 10 times better than gold armor. Because even if you found a prevalent source of gold, the armor that it makes is very low durability, so you won't want to do that. And as far as practically mining, you're going to want to probably use stone primarily because it's fairly cheap to make. You can get a crap ton of cobblestone very quickly, and it's got decent rate of breaking blocks as well as a decent rate of durability. You can always use iron or something like that, but since iron is a little rarer, I don't recommend going and using it a ton. Same thing with, of course, the diamond or the golden pickaxes. I mean, you can use gold. If you happen upon a lot of gold and you want to use it just to get rid of it or whatever, then you can go ahead and use that. It breaks blocks fairly quickly, but it still doesn't have that many uses. Alright, hopefully this has helped you out as far as getting to know the ores and what can break them, as well as the durability and the hierarchy of your tools. And this hierarchy, it's the same for whether you have shovels or axes or swords. It still goes in the same hierarchy, where you have the worst being gold, and you gotta go to wood, stone, iron, and then diamond. Diamond always being the best. And that's the same thing, and so that'll help you gauge as far as what type of armor you want to hit toward. You want to always go toward diamond armor because it's going to be the best. And then you want to go toward, if you can't get diamond, you want to have iron, or you can't at this time make wooden or cobble armor, but you can make leather armor. And leather is obtained from killing like horses or cows, and you can use what they give you in order to make leather armor. But I will go into more depth as far as armors once I do a video on, I'll do a video on the specific types of armors and crafting them and things like that. It'll either be its own video or it'll be mixed into another video. I have yet to decide. I do not know which topic I will cover next. I very likely will start going into the area of mobs next, and I'll talk about the different mobs and how you can fight them, and things like how easy they are to avoid and stuff like that. We'll go into that all in the next video. I think that's where we'll go next, but I may not, may so, but we'll see what we do. So I'll see everybody in the next video. Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching.